Well, the fans here in Istora Senayan absolutely loving the badminton. One of the matches on the adjoining court has just gone the full distance, just going to a third game. But there is confirmation of that wonderful women's doubles with Dwala Gutta and Ashwini Ponapur coming through in 58 minutes. 21-19 in the deciding game. Lindan, the 5 times world champion, was just simply too good for Hans Christian Wieting, who's 2 straight games in a little over 37 minutes. Lee Chong Wei, the former world #1. 3 times he's been beaten in the final of World Championships. He's up against the 2010 World Junior Champion, Wang Zhengming. Then we've got women's singles and home favourite Linda Welly Fanatri up against the former world champion Ratchanok Intanon, 2013 world champion, of course. And wonderful to see Pranoy of India back playing after a serious injury to his foot. He's up against another former world junior champion and bronze medalist from Copenhagen a year ago, Victor Axelsen. So to our next match, Lee Chong Wei, unseeded of course, because his world ranking has dropped after his 8-month absence from the World Tour. He's up against the number 8 seed, Wang Zhengming of China. Now, Wang Zhengming had a bit of a battle against Toby Penty in the second round. As you can see there, he also had a left-hander in the first round, the European silver medalist from 2012, Höskanen from Sweden. As far as Lee Chong Wei is concerned, well, he beat in the second round the left-handed. My goodness, there was a lot of left-handers in that section of the draw, wasn't it? The 2012 European champion, Mark Schwiebler. So, led out by the former world #1, Lee Chong Wei. World ranking got up 1 place today, up to 44. Totally unrealistic of his standard of play, but he's only got 4 tournaments towards that world ranking after his doping violation and his 8-month suspension. But lovely to see him back on tour. His opponent, Wang Zhengming, number 8 seed from China. So the defending champion, Chen Long of China, safely through already in the men's singles draw.
Receive. Side. Okay, you.
Lindan already through, as we've just seen. Can Wang Zhengming make it a 3rd Chinese player in the quarter-finals? Well, this man, Lee Chong Wei, will have other thoughts. At the age of 32, the man from Georgetown in Penang, well, has to, I suppose, be his last realistic chance. No World Championships, of course, in Olympic year, so it will be 2017 in Glasgow, the next World Championships. And by then, he will be 34. Well, second round against the former European champion. First round against Navikas of Lithuania, who of course was bronze medalist at the recent European Games in Baku in Azerbaijan. 2 straight games. So he's looked in good form in the first match and then seemed to struggle in the second. Lee Chong Wei maybe just playing himself into form. So to the 25-year-old from Guangdong province in the south of China, number 8 in the world ranking, the number 8 seed. 3rd world championship for him, 3rd time that he's been seeded. Number 6 seed a year ago, where he reached the quarter-final, where he lost out to a certain Lee Chong Wei in that quarter-final stage. Now there is confirmation. 2 left-handers that he's played so far. And just to confirm once again, the lower player there was the first round, not second round as it says there. Toby Penty was the second round opponent. So both these men going the full distance, Dean, in their second round matches, and that to me was a bit of a surprise. But this will be awfully worrying if you're a Chinese fan. This is the 14th meeting between these two men, and as you can see, Wang Zhengming has not won on any of those previous 13 occasions. In fact, he's only twice won a game. Twice it's gone to 3 games. So Rushali Upade of India is our umpire for this one. And Asselon of Canada is our service judge. Should we be worried, Steen, about these players going to 3 games in their previous matches?
Perhaps a little bit. I saw the match yesterday with Chong Wei and Mark Sweetler, and I thought Chong Wei for quite a bit of the match tried to play a more patient, if not defensive, playing style, and he's definitely not got the feel for that yet. But we saw him for firing on all cylinders in the 3rd game, and that was absolutely magnificent. So very interested to see what kind of Chong Wei shows up today.
Yeah. Well, the last time that these two players met was last month in the Chinese Taipei Grand Prix Gold, and it was 21-10, 21-15 in the round of last 16. So it was very convincing for Chong Wei, but as we've been explaining all week here in Jakarta, the Istora Stadium is a whole different ball game, isn't it? Because of the drift and the effect that has on the shuttle, and therefore the effect on a match. Good use of the drift on that occasion from Chong Wei. Punch cleared deep into his opponent's backhand corner. And of course, the sideways drift keeping that in. Well in fact. ...2010 World Junior Champion, Wang Zhengming.
Service over.
Crikey, how many times have we said that during the week? It's a wonderful system, the way the players are now... Maido, we didn't have a World Junior Championships, but the player development and so on, that the BWF, the Badminton World Federation, the introduction of World Junior Championships, and the way we bring youngsters through is magnificent now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And also getting a system in place also for the lower tier tournaments, so that you sort of have to qualify yourself up through the system.
Yeah.
That's really, really good.
2, 3. Fight.
Yes, that's nice. Well, there, Chong Wei's coaches, our friend and colleague Morten Frost on the left as we look at them. He's the performance director in Malaysia, and Hendrawan. Hendrawan, of course, the world champion in Seville in 2001. Ooh, that's great smash.
Service over.
Do you think Wang Zhengming needs to be more aggressive than he normally is if he wants to win this match? To me, he's sometimes a little bit too passive.
Yeah, I think he needs to mix it up well. I was just thinking about what do I actually feel about the men's singles after I've seen the first days of the World Championships, and I had Chong Wei as a favorite before the tournament. I'm not sure I have that anymore. Oh, we have a challenge here.
Yeah. Well, it was called in. I think that Wang Zhengming was absolutely right to challenge that. We're not sitting on that line. We can't see exactly. Let's have another look. Ooh. Yeah. I think he was right to challenge. But Hawkeye will tell us for sure. had that extraordinary incident in the previous match, didn't we, when Lindan challenged. Yeah, good challenge. That is a very good challenge. I thought it was out. Lindan challenged a shuttle that was in his favour. It got overruled.
5-3.
Very odd.
What I was saying is that I think that from what we've seen so far, Lindan and Chen Long look really solid. Lindan wasn't really pushed against Vittinghus, but Chen Long played a really, really good match against Tanong Sak. I still think we see too many loose shots from Chong Wei. Too many shots, and that's not 50% or anything like that. That's perhaps like 5-6% of shots that doesn't have the correct quality. And if he doesn't better that score, I think he's going to be in trouble. And that's why I think that Wang Zhengming, that's out, yeah. He shouldn't change too much, but try to control the game and make sure that Chong Wei can't attack him in an easy way. Then I think chances will occur for him.
Good aggressive play from Chong Wei. And I suppose for any player that's 13-0 against a particular opponent, if you ever have a right moment to believe that you can finally beat him, is when he's just coming off a long layoff.
Yeah. The problem for Wang Zhengming is the difference in speed of movement. Chong Wei is simply so much faster. What a brilliant smash there.
Yeah.
6 on.
Oh, now we have an incident here where we have a lot of confetti on one of the courts.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Luckily it's not this court, but at least it caught my attention.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
Yeah, well, that's very distracting for the players on that particular court. Oh, round the back. All to no avail.
7-6.
Look at that.
Black.
Yeah, it looks very spectacular, but rarely does it achieve very much other than extending the rally by one shot. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. And this is a bit of what I tried to explain before. Chong Wei has a smashing attack, is lifted to the backcourt again, plays a drop shot, and the quality of that drop shot is actually not good enough because he loses the initiative in the rally.
Don't do it like this, okay? 10. All.
That's well played.
Very good, isn't it? Just stayed hovering at the net.
Yeah.
8-7.
Yeah, look, he's on that front service line. Didn't bother to go back to the base position in the centre of the court. Knew what was coming. Yeah, actually, I mean, he's hitting more smash winners today, Wang Zhengming, than I've seen for a long time.
Yeah. I think the part of Chong Wei's game that has suffered the most from these 8 months of hiatus, you can say that, is his defense. It's still good.
Yeah.
And of course you can see that it was very, very short, that lift.
Thank you.
So you shouldn't be too worried, but perhaps a bit of extra height would help, especially playing the far side of the court where it's really hard to hit the baseline precisely.
How's that going to help? Just gives him more time to get settled in his defensive stance.
It gives him more time, and it also breaks the rhythm a little bit of the opponent. It's very hard hitting a shuttle that comes
vertically down.
Vertically down, yes, exactly. Good call.
Yeah.
Was that clear too short?
Service over.
Or why was Wang Zhengming putting that so
9,
long out?
8.
But definitely another style from Chong Wei today, more mixed up compared to yesterday, where he played very, very patiently in one game against Mark Sweetler, perhaps to get a feel for the arena.
10, 8. Left, leave.
Did you call his match yesterday?
No, I don't think so.
I certainly watched it. Yes, good judgment once again into the mid-game interval with a 3-point advantage. Chong Wei of Malaysia. So the fact that Chong Wei is mixing it up more today, you like that?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I like that. I think it's really important for him to sort of get a more even shot quality in his game, because we saw Chen Long earlier today, and he was sharp. He was really, really sharp. And we know that Lin Dan is normally a master of mastering the conditions.
20 seconds.
So in order not to get to work too hard, it's very important that you can sort of
11,
hit the right shots with the right quality, control the game.
Play.
I think I would challenge that.
Well, it's interesting. Wang Zhengming turned and looked at his coaches, and I immediately looked at the coaches, and both the coaches signaled that it was out.
Yeah, and he was sort of moving his hand, but only up to his head, not above his head. And
he's already lost one challenge. Oh no, his challenge was correct, wasn't it? I do beg your pardon.
13, 8.
It's great disguise, isn't it? 5 straight points for them too. Oh, goodness. Well, that is Chong Wei of old.
Yeah, and that's very, very strong attack. I really like that shot. Much more than his attack while he's moving backwards, because, I mean, the players he wants to beat, they will be ready. So if he's smashing while he's moving backwards, even though he's fast, it's a long court to cover up to the net afterwards for the pickup.
Oh, he's standing at the net again, waiting for the backhand drop shot. Yeah, that's nice. That's landed in. And the run of points is broken.
9,
but 6 straight points
14.
has put a different feel on this match, hasn't it? Now Wang Zhengming really has to work extremely hard to get back into this.
Service over. 15, 9. Right?
That was interesting. He didn't give it quite the height that you were talking about, but he hit to the centre of the court. He lifted to the centre. I assumed to try and cut down the angle of the Wang Zhengming could create. But even so, the Chinese player still found the winner. Overdone it.
11, 15.
Oh yes, super. Lovely angle.
12, 15. Yeah.
Why would a player lose their... Is it their reaction time or on defensive play? Is it so much that you get into tune with being able to read somebody's smash? That
I think it's about that, the reading thing. Because I think that if you have a break, it's very often that you can actually move quite as fast as you did before because you've been practicing physically and so on. But your eyes are simply not in training, so to speak.
Yeah, it's interesting. One of the British former #1 table tennis players, his reaction time was fantastic, and he got on a tennis court with Michael Stieg, and he said, go on, hit a tennis serve, I can return balls coming at me at goodness knows what sort of pace. And he wrote a fascinating article about how it's not actually the reaction speed, it's how you get to interpret how the player is hitting the overhead, whether it's a serving tennis or whatever. And that's why I was interested to hear your take on that. Yeah, well, he's back to within a point.
14.
14, 15. 5 straight points now for Wang Zhengming.
Play.
Oh, good net shot. That's going wide.
Service over.
And the fun thing for
16.
you back home at
14.
TV sets is to sort of try to figure out within the rally when you think Chong Wei is a big favorite to win the rally, when you think he's a small favorite, when you think Wang Zhengming is a small favorite, or when you think Wang Zhengming is a big favorite. And
in other words, try and sense which are the decisive shots within the rally.
Yes. Bit level here. Chong Wei favorite, now level again. Because then you can spot the shots that are not sharp enough. Now he's a favorite. That was a good shot.
Good rally. Brilliant rally.
Excellent rally.
17, 14.
I should point out one thing, then it is that Chong Wei has quite a good draw in terms of increasing strength of his opponents. If he is to go through to the final in this tournament, then he is to meet tougher and tougher opposition for each match.
Yes, and when you think he wasn't seeded because of his world ranking, that's remarkably lucky that it looks like that.
He could have played Chen Long, Lin Dan. He could have played anybody in the first round.
Yeah.
So, in many ways, you could consider him as the 17th seed. the way the draw has panned out.
Five.
Excellent shot.
18, 14.
Yeah, just sensing the danger. Ups the intensity once again. Lee Chong Wei opens up a 4-point cushion.
And we have to remember all of this discussion about his shot quality and so on, that he's on the difficult side of the court, on the side of the court where you're sort of forced to attack a little bit more. So things might look a whole lot different when the change of ends comes after the first game.
It's amazing, you know, Steen, when I think back over a year, and Lee Chong Wei was winning so many tournaments, you know, so many finals, 2014, well, he had 7 finals before he was suspended. I'll just let this rally finish. Brilliant. Well, that's just sort of destroyed what I was going to say, because a year ago, I just felt he was oozing confidence with every shuttle he struck. Whereas now, I'm seeing occasions where I'm thinking, oh, that was a nervous-looking shot. That was a beautiful one there. But I'm not seeing that sort of aura of invincibility that we saw before.
No. And it has sometimes been the case at the World Championships, at the biggest events. I actually think he's played some good Olympic tournaments. But of course, a lot of pressure on here. Probably
20.
The last chance, the last 16. Big chance at a World Championship title. The next World Championships is in 2017.
Yeah. Well, he's got game point here, which will certainly help his quest for that final attempt at a gold medal. Oh, that's a good net shot. Well, you never know with the athletes nowadays. He might still be going strong in 2 years' time, but one has to suspect, you're right, this is the last realistic chance. Well, that's probably heaping unfair pressure on the man.
And we also have to acknowledge that he's only lost 1 game since coming back here. No, not 1 game, one match.
And that, of course, was to Chen Long in the Chinese Taipei Grand Prix Gold last month. Good rally. Yeah. Second game point opportunity is converted. 21-17. To the former world #1, Lee Chong Wei. Little over 22 minutes. Yeah, it was a good rally, wasn't it? I thought Lee Chong Wei had won the rally considerably earlier than that, but there was a remarkable defensive shot from Wang Zhengming. Frost just walking to the coach's chair. Twice beaten in World Championship finals. 1985 in Calgary and 1987 in Beijing. That's confirmation. 22 minutes, opening game, 21-17. Well, not much time spent with Wang Zhengming by the Chinese coaches. Quick words, quick piece of advice.
20 seconds. Court 1, 20
I know
seconds.
you've seen a coach that doesn't like to overcomplicate things. Well, Morton's Foss is looking quite relaxed, isn't he?
Lift.
Yeah. Of course, depends on the situation, but if everything is going quite well, there's no need to do a whole lot of talking.
Yeah.
But obviously for Wang Zhengming, things not going too well.
No.
Well, you know, everybody's different, and I had a different playing style, and coaches have different styles. But you know, given this situation, if you were coaching Wang Zhengming, you've lost to your opponent 13 straight times previously. Do you just give him one positive thing to work on in this second game, or do you spend quite a bit of time with your player?
I think that's why I've spent quite a bit of time and sort of take the conditions into consideration here. How is the drift going to be tackled on this side against this particular player?
Missed it. Which end of the court was Lee Chong Wei when he lost his game against Mark Riebler? Can you remember? I can't. I watched that match too.
Yeah. But was he on this? Yeah, he was on this court. Oh, I can't remember.
No.
But there's a reasonable chance that he was on this side of the court, because Sweepler probably needs a little bit of help in his attack by the wind. I can't remember.
No. Oh, look at that. That's delightful. What a net shot. That is perfection.
Thank you. One, 3.
Wow.
2.
The Chinese coaches was showing with his hand lifted high. Don't let him jump into it. And that's yeah. Let's see. There it was, the high one. It worked better than the other one.
Yeah, got to be careful. I know, like Lee Chong Wei likes that little backhand cross-court net shot, but from this near side of the court, you're hitting with the wind, the side drift.
Terrible miss by Wang Zhengming.
Service over. 3, 4.
Yeah, that was hideous.
Oi, totally mishit that one.
4 on. Left.
Yes.
It's a great shot, and we've seen him do it quite a number of times in this match. A cross smash from his forehand, both hard and also with this more technical twist to it, that there's more angle in it than power.
Oh, brilliant. Great reactions from Wang Zhengming. Look at that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Look at that. Oh, another perfect net shot from Chong Wei.
6-5.
Yeah, that's the easy kill.
Play.
Wide.
7-5.
7 of the last 9 points to Chong Wei.
Yeah. Instead of keeping the net there, I'd rather see him push flat to the baseline, putting pressure on Wang Zhengming.
7. On. Quick, quick.
No, it's just long.
8,
So Wang
7.
Zhengming back into the lead.
Wang, don't give before the line break.
Just apologises for
9,
hitting his opponent.
7. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Oh, Wang Zhengming, 12 career finals, only 3 titles. And the problem for him is that he usually gets sent to events along with Chen Long and Lim Dan, so for him to win a title, desperately difficult.
Tougher position.
Yeah. Well, he sort of played himself into trouble, didn't he, Steen, with a cross-court smash initially from Wang Zhengming. This one here, all Chong Wei has to do is a straight block, and you've got to scamper the full diagonal of the court.
Yeah, he's in full balance.
Yeah.
Better.
On.
Seen from a Chong Wei point of view. Still a little bit flatter, in my opinion, would be nice.
But still deep into that forehand corner.
Yeah, that's the obvious tactic when you're playing up against the wind. to utilize, that you can actually put pressure on your opponents, but that's not what Chong Wei is doing. He's just letting Wang Zhengming attack, probably practicing his defense and counter attack here. Very nice body shot.
10, 9.
Yeah, way too short that lift from Wang Zhengming.
Yeah.
That's well played. Very easy point for Chong Wei.
Yeah, it was well constructed, wasn't it? Nice way to get to the mid-game interval. 2-point advantage. Look how he stays by the net again. Ready for that drop shot. Yeah, it's always a sign of players in trouble in singles when they have to turn and play that high backhand. Put your back to the net, you can't see where your opponent is, can't really see where the court is. Got to have very good spatial awareness.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Thank you,
Steve, you were talking about the fact that Chong Wei only lost once since his return to the World Tour, because he's won 2 titles, the US Grand Prix Gold and the Canadian Grand Prix. And then that quarter-final, the Chinese Taipei, is when he lost to the reigning world champion, Chen Long, but lost in 3 games. It was very, very close. And a good indicator, I think, that he was getting back to the Chong Wei of old.
Yeah, and also played very convincingly at the Sudirman Cup.
Absolutely.
Played Shrikant Kidambi, won in straight games.
Service over. 10, 11.
Oh, perfect again. Apologises, but that's not luck, is it? You can't hit as many net chords as that and call it luck. It's got to be practice skill.
It's practiced thousands and thousands of times.
That's the one. Oh, was that too high as well? Well, that's landed well in. That push to the deep forehand corner. Did you like that or not?
Quite good, 11. I think. It's hard to tell from up here because we can't have Wang Zhengming intercepting a flat push across the field. So shouldn't we give him the benefit of the doubt?
Well, we talked yesterday, I think you and I, Steen, about the drift changing momentarily. If somebody opens a door here in Astoria Stadium, I think we're going through one of those short spells when the drift may have changed. Wherever that door was, needs to be closed.
Halt. Service over. 13, 12.
And I think part of that error from Wang Zhengming is the fact that he was just so concerned about playing back to the net. Lee Chong Wei has been playing the net so well, he's sort of forced himself into error.
Exactly. So that's a psychologically earned error from Lee Chong Wei.
Yeah. Quick, quick. Wang, quick. Play. Service over.
Well, interesting reaction after the rally
13.
there. Steen Turnen looking to the coach
14.
as if I'm trying to do what you say, but it's not working.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the reverse slice push there. One of the favorite shots of Morten Frost, so I'm pretty sure that he's asked him to do that. And it's always easy to turn back and say, hey, it's not working. No, but the benefits will come later on when he can't really choose a side, Wang Zhengming.
15.
And I think
13.
what we have to notice here is that Chong Wei is apparently doing just what it needs to progress to the next round, beating Mark Sweetler in 3 games. I'm pretty sure he's going to win this match. But have we seen everything? Or is he holding something back?
Service over. 14. 15.
I'm not sure I have your absolute confidence in getting through even this one.
Oh, that was wide. That was going to go wide, that service. Almost impossible to return with the forehand shot.
So back level, 15 all.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
That's, in my opinion, that's a wrong shot. Should have been pushed to the baseline to put pressure on Wang Zhengming. He was standing at the net. It could have gone well also, but it's just the chances are too slim. He would have been totally in control had he pushed it to the baseline. Picking up speed there.
Yeah, it was quick coming forward, wasn't it?
16.
Dressed the shuttle coming from above.
Yeah.
The shuttle racket head above. Always more of a threat.
Oh, that's a big mistake.
That's a huge mistake, isn't it? He looks at his racket.
16.
That was tame. Now he's blaming the shuttle. Well, he's just saying to his coaches, I think, did you see that hand movement? As if to say, the shuttle moved.
Yeah.
That's why I mishit it. So now Lee Chong Wei back in the lead. And again, after a good run,
16.
I think the last 2 errors from Wang Zhengming, I used the word tame. Am I being unfair?
No, no. Because he needs to be more consistent if he's going to beat the top 5 players.
And quite simply, leading at 16-15, that's when you absolutely pile on the pressure.
Yeah, you give everything you got.
Yeah.
Wide.
Yeah.
Service over. 17. 18.
This is good rally. That's brilliant. Absolutely
Fantastic
brilliant.
rally. And that's how we expect him to play when he was leading 16-15.
Yeah.
But of course, it is drifty conditions, and the shuttle might have moved a bit, so it was hard timing it.
But that sort of intensity, that sort of obvious desire to take the shuttle early, we didn't see it in those previous couple of rallies where I was critical. That's much better from Wang Zhengming. And the scores all level in this second game, 18 all. If you're wondering what the cheers are for, home favourites in the women's doubles, the top Indonesian women's doubles pair of Neswari and Polly, safely through to the quarter-final stage in 3 games. Oh, that's lovely. What great disguise.
Service over.
At 18 all in a decided game to play an accurate drop shot, jumping backwards. So difficult to control the racket head when your body's going one direction and you're trying to play a delicate, accurate shot. That was brilliantly done.
Well done.
Yeah, so too was that.
Very nice straight smash. He's been smashing cross on a number of occasions.
Match point. 18.
So 2 match point opportunities for Chong Wei to book his place in tomorrow's quarter-finals. Oh, clever.
Excellent play.
That's fabulous, isn't it?
Service over.
What an angle.
19. 20. Play. Play. Yeah.
Well, I was about to say I'm surprised that both players allowed to towel down and take on board some liquid, but the court is being mopped of perspiration.
Thank
That's
you.
why they are being allowed to do so.
Yeah. Wrong.
Yeah, Malaysian fans looking a little anxious. Still match point, though, for Chong Wei.
Wrong.
Yeah, so too is Morten Frost.
Play. Let.
Well, not ready. He'll have to serve again.
Oh, this time he moved too early.
You come. You must have no, you're taking too much time. No.
Well, the umpire having a word with both players. One saying he wasn't ready the first time. The other one, I'm not convinced that shouldn't have been called a fault. Receiver.
Yeah.
Anyway, wasn't called. The match goes to Chong Wei. 21-17, 21-19. And the dream is still alive for the Malaysian. Through to the quarter-final. The unseeded former world #1, 3 times beaten finalist at World Championships. And Chong Wei, a 14th straight victory over Wang Zhengming of China. This, the final rally. The block finds the net from Wang Zhengming, and look at the relief as much as celebration, I think, for Chong Wei. You don't often see celebrations like that from Chong Wei. Every match on his comeback means so much to him. Well, he will contest the quarter-final tomorrow. We don't yet know who he'll play. It'll either be Hu Yun or Shrikant Kidambi. But there is confirmation, 21-17, 21-19 in 48 minutes. Steen Peterson will take a break. Go and have some supper and have yourself a cup of tea. I will stay with you for the last of our 2 matches here today. And I'll be joined by Jesper Larsen. So after Chong Wei's victory there, we turn our attention now to women's singles, and we'll have the former world champion, the Ratchanok Intanon, up against the home favourite Linda Weni Funathree. And then our last match this evening, we go back to men's singles again, Victor Axelsen against Pranoy of India. Well, I'm delighted to say that joining me is Jesper Larsen. The way the commentary roster has worked out, we haven't worked for a couple of days, haven't we? Welcome back. Very glad to have you again. I've missed you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, looking forward to this women's singles. Linda Weni Funathree